Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make strawberry mochi ice cream from scratch. Firstly, we're going to cook 40 grams of glutinous rice flour on low heat for 5 minutes. Stir it constantly so it doesn't burn, and we will use this flour later on to prevent the mochi from getting too sticky. You know it's ready when it's lightly brown and it kinda smells like popcorn. Transfer it in a small bowl and leave it to cool down for now. In another bowl, add 100 grams of glutinous rice flour and 30 grams of cornstarch. Mix everything together until it's well combined. In a blender, add 90 grams of strawberries, 90 grams of milk, 40 grams of sugar. Blend everything together until it's completely smooth. By the way, if you guys want the full recipe, you can check it out in the description box below. Pour this into the rice flour and cornstarch mixture that we prepared earlier. Mix everything together until it's evenly combined and you will end up with this yogurt-like texture. Cover it with a microwave-safe Glad wrap and use a toothpick to poke approximately around 20 air holes. Microwave it for 3 minutes. Then check if the mochi is fully cooked by putting a toothpick inside one of the air holes. If the toothpick tip is dry, the mochi is fully cooked. But if it's still wet, cover it with Glad wrap again and microwave for 30 more seconds and then check it again. Add in the butter on top of the mochi. Because the mochi is very hot right now, the butter will melt very quickly. So just leave the butter to melt for a while, then after a few minutes, when the mochi is no longer too hot to touch, start kneading the mochi dough. Keep kneading the dough until it's absorbed all the melted butter, and you'll know it's ready by doing a stretch test. Basically, if you can pull and stretch it up like this, up to 30 centimeters, then it is ready. And if you don't have a ruler, you can just measure like approximately the size of your forearm. You can now transfer the dough on a lightly floured surface. I just sprinkled some of the toasted glutinous rice flour that we prepared earlier. Knead the dough and form a ball to make a mochi ball that we can cut into equal pieces. So we're going to cut it into 8 equal pieces, and each piece is approximately 30 grams each. Using a rolling pin, flatten the mochi doughs into 10 cm diameter circles and make sure to cover the rolling pin with some cooked rice flour so that the mochi won't stick on it. Now let's prepare the filling that we're going to put inside the mochi. So for me, I just usually use strawberries that's been cut into small pieces. You can use frozen or fresh strawberries depending on what's available where you live. But if you don't have any, don't stress about it. You can totally not add any fresh strawberries. Grab a small bowl like this, and we're going to put the flattened mochi on the small bowl. Add a scoop of vanilla ice cream or whipped cream and add a teaspoon of strawberry pieces in the middle. Pull the edges of the mochi sheet together to cover the ice cream and the strawberries. Because the mochi is still sticky, when you press it together, the edges will come together. But just make sure there are no holes or gaps so that the filling won't come out. So when you flip it over, you'll see the top of the mochi is round and smooth. You can eat it straight away, but I think it's best to eat it after freezing the mochi for 15 minutes. You can keep the leftovers in the freezer for up to 7 days, but make sure to leave it at room temperature for 15 minutes before serving so you can bite into it. Hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at PriyaMC for more updates. See you in the next one. Bye!